up, guys? I'm Uriel Soto, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a login pop-up for your WordPress website. Now this can be done for your WooCommerce website as well, and I am using Elementor on this website. So let me go ahead and actually shrink this and move this over. So yeah, this is done on Elementor, and my header is also done on Elementor. But if you're not using Elementor, don't worry about that. I will also show you how to add it into your menu as well. So head over to your dashboard, and then go into the plugins, and we're going to want to search for a plugin. And just type in Popup login. And you're going to want to install this plugin right here, login/signup popup. So this does, as you can tell, this does work very well with WooCommerce. Let's just activate that. And then let's go ahead and add our pop-up to our menu. So that would just be the kind of the regular way to do it if you don't have Elementor. But if you do have Elementor, then you're going to want to stick around after this part here. So go into your menus, and then you'll see a section that says login/popup, and we're going to want to add both login and register. Actually, you know what? Let's do. And you can also add these as well and log out as well. Let's add this one in there as well, just in case we're gonna need it. And I'm gonna honestly add these to my account. So let's go ahead and actually add this down here. My account, login, register. Well, register will just be under here as well. And let's go ahead and save this. Let's go into our website. So. And then you're gonna notice that now we're gonna have a log out button here. So we're gonna go ahead and log out. Now we're gonna just want to log in. So right here we have login and register. You can go ahead and click on login, and you'll automatically see a pop-up right here. Now we do want to customize this, of course, and you can also register as well, and you can also swap from these two. So let's go ahead and log in here. And then this will get us in here, and let's go to our dashboard. Let me move this over to this side, and let's go into the plugin. So click on login/popup. So here we can go ahead and edit the pop-up settings and just kind of customize it. So the color that I want is going to be same color as my website, so I'm going to go ahead and open this in another tab, and then I'm going to choose a similar green to that. So let's go ahead and do that, and then you can also add. So remember when when you saw the pop-up on the side, there was an image. So if you do want to replace that image there, just click select, and then you're just going to want to upload an image. So I'm just going to use an example one. So I'm going to be using this one. This one will work good because it has to be kind of I would say portrait size. So that's just the size that you want, a portrait size. So let's go ahead and click insert into post. And you can also adjust the width and the height as well, but I'm going to leave it as is for right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and click Save Settings. And let's go ahead and go to Visit Site. And let's log out here. And then let's log back in. And as you can tell now, we've changed the colors around as well. So now we can go ahead and log in here. Let me show you that part as well. So it's just a really clean login, and I'm sure you guys are really going to enjoy this. So let me head back to appearance, and let me just adjust that because it is bothering me a little bit. I don't need this cart area here, and the my account is fine. I can leave that in there as well. Yes, I will leave that there, and then I will go ahead and save this. So what you're gonna want to do to add it to Elementor, you're gonna actually want to create a new menu here, and we're gonna call this login menu actually. And then we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna move this actually to this side, and we're gonna go ahead and select these over here. We're gonna select login, register, my account, and log out. We're gonna make sure it's just like so, and then we're gonna go ahead and save this. And now we're gonna head over to our header, and since I am using the free version of Elementor, I am using the header and footer plugin. So let's head over to appearance. Yes, this one, head over header footer builder. So let's go ahead and head in there. And like I said, if you do have the pro version, we'll just head over to your header and click edit with Elementor. And if you don't know how to make a custom header for your Elementor website on the free version, I do have a video on that, so you guys can go ahead and check that out on my channel. And then you guys can jump right back into here. So let's go ahead and add our menu, and I'm gonna go ahead and add it at the top here, and I'm gonna remove the social links. You could just add another column if you wanted to, but I'm just gonna go ahead and remove them all together. And let's go ahead and search for our nav menu, and since I am using the free version, I'm gonna be using this one right here. And as you can see, you can't really see the menu yet, so it's because we need to select it. And there we go. So right now you're gonna see my account and log out. You're not seeing register or log in because we're already logged in, and that's a cool part about this plugin. So let's go ahead and move these to the side, to the right side actually, and let's turn them white. So I'm gonna move them to the right side, and then I'm gonna also adjust the height as well, probably to about 30 should be perfect. Let's go ahead and make this white, and then let's make the text uppercase. Make this a little bit smaller, probably about like that. Think that should be good there as well. Maybe a little bit bigger. Let's go ahead and actually test this out. So, as you can tell, you can go into my account, and then we can click log out, and then we can log back in here, which is super cool. Let's make sure that we're over here, and then we can click log in. As you can tell, we're gonna get the pop-up. You can log in. If we did want to register on the website, we can also do the same as well. But I'm just gonna log back in here. Now, let's say you want to add, I know that some people, let me refresh this. Let's say you want to add some icons to your text here. So there's two ways of doing this. You can either add, you can either add two more columns, and then add icons right next to them, or you could go ahead and just go ahead and do this. So what you would do is let me actually remove these. This one is probably would take you a little bit longer, but if you did, yeah, this one would definitely take you a little bit longer. But I'm just going to show you how to do two of them, and then you can go ahead and do the rest of them. So I'm gonna just remove this and add the icon box, and we're gonna go ahead and remove this text here. Oops, let's go ahead and remove this text, and let's type in login. And let's go ahead and search for user. Oops. User. And I always end up choosing this one. And then let's have the icon on the side here, and let's go ahead and adjust this. So you're gonna want to customize this before you add the class in there to be able to link it. So let's go ahead and make the icon a little bit smaller. probably like this, because we're gonna adjust the text as well. I'm gonna make the color white again, and I'm definitely gonna change the font to Roboto, and I'm gonna make this about 700 uppercase. Make the text a little bit smaller here, just like that. I know you guys can adjust the text a little bit better, just so then it can go with your website. Probably should be a little bit smaller, but I'm gonna leave it just like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and move this over to this side, and we're gonna want to do the same thing with the icon as well. So yeah, the issue with this part here is that the icon is on this side, and we obviously want it on the other side. But that's easy. You could just go ahead and do this, and then move it back to that side, and then have it like this, pretty much. And then what you would do is, I would honestly just duplicate this, have another box. So like I said, I'm only going to show you how to do 2 of them. And usually you would add the register one right next to it, but since I do want you to be able to see it, I'm going to add the log out. And you won't be able to see this box probably once I add the class in here. So yeah, let me go ahead and duplicate this, because I didn't duplicate it. Duplicate it. Okay. So now I'm gonna make sure this says log out. But usually you would do, you would do register, right? And then you would just add a little register icon. Maybe you want to use this one. Maybe you'd use the little gear icon, whichever one you guys want to use for the register. I'm gonna do the log out, and I'm gonna choose a different icon, and that could be anything, to be honest. Not really sure of what I can do for that one. Maybe if I can have like an exit. Is there an exit icon? Okay, so here we can do it and just use this one. That's fine. We can do that for now. You can choose whatever icon you want to have instead for the log out. And then you can have my account. So I would suggest having those 4. You would have log out, register, my account, and then it would be login, register, my account, and then log out. And you'd probably have them all over here. And I know that it probably would look kind of weird, but you're just gonna have to go ahead and do that, because you'll notice that some of them won't be able to show on while you're logged in. So the only ones that will show are the ones that are supposed to show when you're logged in or log out. So now that I have those 2, I'm gonna go ahead and add the classes, because once you add the classes, you'll notice that some of them might disappear. That's why you want to style them before. So I'm gonna go ahead and update this. I'm not gonna leave this page yet. I'm gonna go ahead and go to this page, and we're just gonna want to go into the plugin settings, and we're gonna want to grab the class. So we're gonna go ahead and copy this. As you can tell, this is for the login. This is for the login. So we're gonna go ahead and go in here, and we're gonna go into class. And the moment we add it here, it's gonna disappear. Okay, but don't worry. Once we log out, we're gonna be able to see that. So yeah, let's actually. So this is for lost password. This one I would say, let's see, lost password, register. I'm thinking that the trigger for log out is gonna be let me just customize this. Let's see if they did do it. If not, we're just gonna have to just do register instead, and you guys will kind of get the gist of it. So let's do log out, and let's see if that works. And if it doesn't, we'll just do register. That's fine. As you can tell, it doesn't work. Could be log. Let's see. Sometimes it could be log. Could be a little bit shorter for that. No, it doesn't work. Okay. So instead of this, we're gonna do register. I mean, what you could do instead of that one, you could honestly just add the menu, and you could just do it without the icon, like I said, like I was doing earlier. So let's do register, and let's just do, because they apparently don't have it for a log out. So let's just do register instead. And you can tell it's going to disappear, and you're like, wow, well, it's not there anymore. It's not working, right? Well, that's because we're logged in and we can't see it. But what I would do instead of that, I would add another section here. And then I would go ahead and just add the menu, right? I would go and add the menu here. I would probably end up building a new menu. This video doesn't have to be that long, but I just kind of think that I should explain things a little better for you guys. And just show you guys how to do things, because I know that these sort of things are things that you guys encounter, and these are things that I've encountered in the past, and I'm just showing you from like my experience, you know. I've noticed that some YouTubers just that do, you know, WordPress tutorials, they'll just show you how to do something, you know, like the easiest way, right? But there's issues that you guys will also come across as well that they don't show you, you know. And it's mainly, in my opinion, it's mainly because it's actually a lack of experience, because most of the people that that do those tutorials don't actually build the websites for clients. They just do the tutorials for you, right? And it's just stuff that they've learned on their own. They're not people that actually maybe have agencies and, you know, do it for clients. But you know, so maybe some of them do, right? But it's kind of rare, at least like the big ones, because that's their job. YouTube is mainly their job, so it's they're just doing the videos. They don't have an agency or anything. Usually they don't. Okay, so let me just show you how you would do that. So anyway, you would go ahead and create a new menu, and then you could go ahead and just do log out menu, right? So this will be the logout menu, and then create it, and then go into here, and then we're just gonna want to do log out and then my account, right? So just add those in there, that's fine. Make sure you save that, and then make sure you also save this as well, just because I know that we're gonna use it right now. So I probably would have done this before I added the classes to this, so then you can see how it looks like. That's the issue there, is that we can't see it right now. So I probably would have done that before that, actually, because now I'm just like, which one is it, you know? So that's kind of an issue now, right now, is that I don't know which one is it. I believe that they're both the same one. I believe that this one is the same one, so I probably just duplicate it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add it over here, and I believe I did make sure that it was added this way. So I'm gonna add it like this. It might look a little bit weird when we log out, but you guys can adjust that as well. So let's go ahead and just add the menu here. So yeah, I would suggest adding this before you add the classes to those. So I would add that, make this a little bit bigger, just like this, just make sure it fits. This part as well. I would just adjust these settings to just make this to 30 like I showed you guys before. Make that to 30, and let's just make this look nice. Oops, sorry about that. Let's go in here, make this uppercase, do about 700. Split this a little more, probably shrink it a little bit. Just gonna bring this down a little bit, probably like just like that. Maybe move it a little more to the side. Should be good there. As you can tell, you can see that right now, right? Okay. So let's go to log out, and you should notice that, in case I'm wrong. Okay, you do have these. The issue is you can see that there's login. Oh, okay. So the one I deleted, guys, the one I deleted was register. So I didn't really, yeah, I kind of didn't know it was register. So that's why it looked kind of, you know, funky like that. So let's go and actually refresh. It's actually logged back in from here. So as you can tell, you can click that, right? You can have it work. So what you would do is, you know, if you did it, probably for you guys probably didn't even have that issue. You just probably didn't remove the register. One is just that you can't see it, so it's kind of hard to know which one is it. So yeah, I mean, if you did, just duplicate this and you can just go ahead and fix that. So I would just kind of bring this a little bit closer in there. And then if you wanted to, you can go ahead and go and log out and see how that looks again. So you see that's looking a little bit better now. I would probably move this to this side. It seems like the best bet here. And then make this a little bit, oops. I do probably need to log back in. And if you guys kind of already get the gist of it, guys, honestly, just get started on this. You don't have to watch this entire video. So this is just if you do want to see me fix the issue there. Okay, there we go. So now that's perfect, you see. And usually you would have register right on the side here, which, like I said, very easy to add. Just duplicate. You would probably duplicate this before you add the class on there. And then once you, I mean, I could probably even, I don't even know if you could still do it from there, but I think you kind of understand what I'm talking about here. So yeah, so just go ahead and do that. I hope this helped you guys out. If you guys have any questions on this, feel free to let me know. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.